Hi everyone, in today's video I'm going to be doing a video that is quite requested and I also think it's just good to kind of share with you, including my clients that come to me as well, how I keep everything clean and hygienic and how you can keep your brushes and makeup fully clean and hygienic so you're not spreading any bacteria or germs or anything. So I'm just going to be sharing with you the products that I use to clean my brushes and my products. I'm also going to be telling you how I clean them and all that there, and kind of why it's so important to clean your brushes. So if you're interested in seeing how I keep everything nice and clean and sanitized, how to take care of your brushes, then just keep watching. So as probably most, if not all of you already know, I am a professional makeup artist. I've been doing makeup now for almost 2 years, and I have picked up a lot of tips along the way, and I've learned a lot along the way about how to clean your brushes and how to actually care for them and keep everything very hygienic. Being a makeup artist, hygiene is my #1 most important thing in my opinion. I want my client to be able to sit down as soon as they walk in to me, to be able to sit down in my chair and know that everything around them is clean. The brushes is clean, the products is clean, the chair that they're sitting in is clean, benches. I want them to feel like everything is clean, and I want them to know everything is clean. Working on someone's face, there are so many things that can be spread to another person's face. Bacteria, oil, germs, dirt, makeup, acne, there's so many different things. So you need to make sure that every single time that brush touches someone's face, before it touches the next person's face, it is sterilised and it is cleaned. I don't care if you have a cold sore or if you don't, or if you have an infection or you don't. I don't care what it is, the brushes get sanitised and sterilised every single time I use them. It is my #1 rule: if a brush touches someone's face, it doesn't touch another person's face until it's sterilised, because it's too much of a risk. I have picked up some tips and products, and I use these all the time, and this video isn't just for me to say, oh, I use this and I use this. No, I genuinely do use this. I'm not just saying it, and I use it after every single client. I'm going to start off with how I actually clean my actual brushes. Personally, right from the very start, I trained with Kira Daly. I've mentioned this before, I love her products, but this is the Kira Daly Purifying Brush Cleaner, and this product, because it is made up of alcohol, it's going to sterilise and kill everything on the brush. So if there is anything bacteria-wise, anything like that on the brush, the alcohol is going to kill this. You can use it to spot clean and to deep clean, but I personally use this just to spot clean in between clients. I'm going to show you how I wash my brushes underwater in a minute. So I'm just going to show you on a brush. I'm going to use the Urban Decay Blackout eyeshadow, and I'm just going to pack that over my brush so you can see how well this brush cleaner actually works. So now that the brush is completely caked in product, I'm going to take my Kira Daly spray, and what I do is I just spray it against the brush just to get the brush wet, and then I just swirl it. That is the brush completely clean and sanitized. All pigment has been removed and the brush is completely clean. So right at the very start of doing makeup, I was kind of thinking to myself, well, you buy brush cleaner to sanitize your brushes. Yes, my brushes can be clean before I start a client, but as soon as I start doing a client's makeup and I start buffing it onto the skin, this brush isn't technically clean anymore. So if I'm like, you know, I can clean my brushes all day long if I want, but as soon as I touch it off the skin and then dip back into the makeup, so if I'm using like an eyeshadow, you know, my brush is clean to start with, I dip it in, I buff it on, and then I dip back in, you're putting the germs onto the makeup then. You know what I mean? So now, if you know what I mean, your makeup needs sanitized. So I did a bit of research and I found this. This is the Pro Hygiene collection, and this is the antibacterial makeup spray. It safely eliminates bacteria from makeup and beauty tools. Now you can also use this on your brushes, but it doesn't take the pigment out of the brushes because it's a wee bit weaker, so it doesn't damage your makeup. I like this just for spraying over the top of my brushes, you know, just before I clean them or whatever, just to kind of kill the germs. But the main purpose for this is to clean the makeup. So what I use this for, after I finish a client, like every single client as well, you know, if I put the products back that I've used, I'd take them back out again. Usually I leave the products that I'm using sitting out so I can sanitize it, but anyone that I've kind of maybe put like a blush palette back in the drawer or anything like that, I'll take it out and I'll sanitize it in between, because automatically there's going to be germs on the makeup then, and you don't want a germ build up on your makeup. It can be used on anything, so anything makeup related this can be used on. It can be used on sponges, it can be used on tweezers, lash applicators, scissors, your brushes, as I say, even though I don't really use it for my brushes, I use them on my bench to sanitize my bench. The Pure Daily spray, if you put this down the bench, it can kind of take a wee bit of the shine off your bench, or it can kind of fade the colour of it a wee bit. So this works great for like sanitizing my benches after people. And then all makeup products. So what I do is literally I just hold it a good bit away, and I just do like a fine mist. You can see it looks a wee bit wet, and then that dries. This is brilliant and I highly recommend it. Even if you're doing your own makeup and you just want to keep everything nice and clean and hygienic, this is brilliant. So that is the brushes and the actual products covered. Now I'm going to talk about sponges. So basically when I started to do makeup, I started off by using this. This is the Johnson's Top to Toe Baby Bath. This is amazing. I'm going to talk about this a wee bit later as well. But that doesn't kill germs. So then I researched and I found this. This is again from the Pro Hygiene collection, and this is the Brush and Sponge Sanitize and Wash. It's for makeup brushes, sponges and tools. Now personally I only use this for my beauty blenders, because when I say this gets everything out of the sponge, I mean everything, and it completely sanitizes it. So the reason I love this, it's gentle enough to use on a sponge. It's not going to damage your sponge, but it gets everything out of it. It completely cleans it, and there is alcohol in this as well, so it's going to completely sanitize your whole sponge. All you do is just run it under hot water, the sponge, just keep squeezing it, then put this into your hand, lather the sponge up, really squeeze out from the inside of the sponge, and then just rinse it out until the water runs clear. It's a really easy way to clean them. It's quick and it's super effective, and I know that I'm not going to be spraying any bacteria. And then finally onto this here. This is what I use to clean my brushes, to deep clean my brushes. So basically I don't use this just on its own, because as I say, it doesn't kill the germs. So what I do before I start washing my brushes is I'll use the Pure Daily spray. This will disinfect them all, so I'll spray them over all, I'll give them a buff out on a tissue, and then I'll use this. And this literally takes every single drop of makeup off the brushes. This is brilliant. It's only like £2 or £3 and I highly recommend it. I have been using this for years and I think it is absolutely amazing. So definitely I really like this. And also I've tried the baby shampoo. A lot of people say they love the baby shampoo. I find it's a wee bit too stripping on my brushes. I don't find it's as gentle as this. This is even brilliant for taking your makeup off at night, so just like splash your face and rub that all around. But if you want a separate video on that, I can do that. But yes, that is exactly how I clean everything and keep everything nice and clean. Yeah, I hope you like this video. If you have any questions, leave them in the comments. Like, share, subscribe, do all that. And don't forget to follow me on social medias, which will be somewhere on the screen at the minute. And yeah, if you want to book an appointment, I only take appointments through my Facebook page now. I used to have a website, that is no more. So it's just through my Facebook page, which is always linked in the description box below. So I hope you liked this video. I hope it helped. And again, if you have any questions about anything that I mentioned here, just pop them down below and I'll get back to you. And yeah, thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in my next one.